Alright, so this is journal number 15 on the semester, and for this week our topic is reflect on your progress this semester. What was good, what was bad, what feedback did you get from your preceptor or preceptors, and how will you approach your spring semester. So this semester was pretty smooth as far as clinical went. It was definitely tough with some of the classes that we have this semester. I know that some of our classes, such as O&A, where we only have 1 hour, it was tough to kind of get the material in that we needed to, and it was really spread out with some of our projects. I know also we had like classes like anatomy where it was very tough, it was very challenging. We had a lot of material, covered it very quickly. We had different professors at times, which changed up the style every now and then on how the lecture material was given or how much information we received at one time. So from an academic standpoint, it was a little challenging. I also had child psychology, another challenging course. Just some different aspects of things that I'm not used to seeing, as I'm not a psych major, and some different things as far as perceptions that I had to kind of look into and learn. But overall, from an academic standpoint, it was pretty good too. It was definitely challenging. As far as what was good in the clinical sense, this semester I was able to do more evals than I've ever done in a semester. Melissa gave Jashad and I a lot of independence as far as men's soccer went. We had a lot of autonomy with it, and her goal was to kind of let us run things. So not in the sense that we were taking her place or being in a situation we weren't prepared to be in, but she would let us come in and set up for practice and get the pre-practice materials ready, get everyone ready for practice, kind of divvy out how much work we were doing with each person. So it was really good to have that experience. Sometimes, usually it was Jashad and I alternating practices, so we would stay very busy and Melissa would split a lot of what we were doing. So it really made us feel, or at least made me feel like I was in the role of a certified at times. So it's going to really transfer over to when I am certified, I hope, giving me that independence and seeing what I'm capable of doing. As far as what was bad, I don't really know if there were any bad aspects this semester. Overall, like I said, everything went pretty well. I didn't really have any frustrating issues with evaluations this semester or with rehabilitations or anything like that. I do know that one thing I've spoken on a lot is kind of getting frustrated with certain evaluations when I can't figure things out or when I feel like I didn't do something right. But this semester I really took those as learning opportunities. So I had a few where it was challenging and I would go to Melissa or someone else and talk to them, and we were kind of trying to figure it out, or we would refer them to Dr. Hanula, and then I was able to talk to him. So I had a lot of learning opportunities. I actually just had one like that this week that I got to see tonight with Dr. Hanula and discuss what the possible issue could be that we couldn't figure out. So I've kind of turned some of the things that the past semesters I would have said were negatives into learning experiences. As far as feedback from preceptors, everything's been pretty positive so far. I did need to check in a little more with my rehab progress with Melissa than I did this semester, so I am planning to make sure that I talk to her about that this week. I was checking in periodically, but I don't feel like I was doing it enough because that was one of my big goals. So I have been communicating with her, but I feel like I should have been maybe communicating a little more or doing things a little earlier. But it's still one thing that did go smoothly, and I'm pretty happy with how the rehab process went this semester. As far as approaching my spring semester, I am planning to review a lot over Christmas break and really start to prepare for the BOC. As of right now, I would love to be ready to take it in February. I know that's kind of a tall task with practice, BOCs, and everything like that. So I'm going to see where we are as far as when we get our practice BOC in, if I get it in time, if I feel like I'm prepared. So that is one thing that I really do need to approach. As far as my last clinical placement in the spring, I am looking forward to seeing where it is at and looking forward to seeing what I get to do. I feel like I'll I'll have a lot more of the independence like I was speaking of, and the autonomy and the feedback and things like that. So I really am looking forward to the spring semester. Again, I really want to keep focusing on my rehab skills, so I'll probably try to take on another rehab next semester. Probably do a little more feedback with it. Really try to nail down some concepts. Especially as I get ready to kind of matriculate into PT school and make sure that those skills are, or at least I have a good foundation for those skills to build on. So I'm really, I'm really looking forward to seeing where everyone gets to go in the spring and seeing what we're capable of doing. I'm also interested to see where everyone ends up as far as making the decisions, because we've all gotten really close and we're such a small class. So I'm really happy to see where everybody gets to go and to see what we're capable of doing.